Yo, what is up? Welcome back to Xposure World TV. Tonight we are here with the one and only WesGhost. Round of applause.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
My dude is absolutely dripping. Can you give us a little fit check?
Bro, I don't even know where this is from. I think it's from this company called Underwater. It's just, I don't know, comfortable.
Yeah.
A little
Bedazzled and everything.
Yeah.
And then the mask and then the shoes match.
Bro, the Gucci spikes are crazy.
Gucci spikes go crazy.
I love fashion though. Like, I just like to feel comfortable and I like oversized shit.
Yeah.
All the time, you know?
Oh, dude, of course.
Yeah.
What? I mean, right off the bat, like, what inspired the whole mask thing?
Yeah, man. Like, it's interesting because I've been making music for a long time.
Yeah.
And I didn't like decide to wear a mask to like have a gimmick or anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to like prove that it doesn't matter who you are or what you look like.
Yeah.
All that matters is like what you do, right? So
Period, dude.
like by wearing a mask, like I took like the normal things that people like judge people from, like appearance or whatever, or like who they are.
Yeah.
I just took that out the equation and like forced them to like focus on the music.
That's super dope. You know, I think because like I first saw you and I saw Diggy Graves too, and I was like, yo, who are these dudes wearing masks? Like absolutely crazy. Like it stood out, like, because I hadn't seen like people like wear masks like that, because like you know you have Sleep Token, they do like the mask thing, but their masks are a lot more like, what's the word? It's like kind of like Lord of the Rings kind of vibe.
Sure,
you know what I mean? But yours is like very just like kind of punk, like a punk rock energy type shit.
Bro, it's literally like shiesty. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's shiesty. I
can't really like wear the mask and like go public places because like people think I'm like trying to rob them or some shit.
Dude, no, yeah. I mean, you'd be looking scary for sure.
No, it's funny.
Like, is it hard to breathe? I mean,
oh man, this is horrible, bro. My face is itchy.
Does that zipper not?
It does not open.
Dude, you need to get the zipper to.
Honestly, like I honestly do. Like the first iteration of the mask like had a hole for the mouth.
Yeah.
And like I don't know why I chose to like ditch that and just like cover it completely. It's hard for touring because I can't even drink.
You want to show them pearly whites?
Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? It costs extra to see these lips, you know. Nah, for real. But like, yeah, it's like a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm committed to it. Like even if like somebody figured out my identity or whatever, like I'm not gonna like face reveal. Like I'm always gonna wear it. Like even if you know who the fuck I am, like it's about principle for me. Yeah. Like I've always felt like a ghost my entire life. I was bullied a lot. I'm a mixed race kid. And I was trying to drop music for years, and like so many things held me back, like marketing or appearance. And I was just like, fuck this shit. I just want to make music. I don't want to even think about like the sides that most people in the industry think about. You know? I just want to like take it at face value. Like listen to it. Do you fuck with it? That's all that matters.
Oh, dude, that's super dope, because I mean, your music is so diverse and it's so just like different, and it fits like your character of like mystery, because you know you're breaking boundaries across the boards, which is super dope. I mean, where would you? Because like we talked about this earlier, you know, off camera, but your music's not necessarily like one genre. Like if you were to just list off some genres, like what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm inspired by like, I don't know, like 90s, 2000s, like not in the corny way, but like it's just like what was out and around like when I was like developing. And like before I even knew I wanted to do music, like you know, like you have like the radio and pop music, right? The shit that people force you to hear, and then you like hearing a song when you're 12 and you're like, why the fuck am I relating to this? I've never been in love, you know, but I'm sad sometimes, or like I'm anxious, or you know, and like you hear music and it just moves you in a way. And like the genre that did that for me was like, you know, like raw music, like guitar based and like live instruments, and like people that weren't trying to get famous or be popular or be the catchiest, like Nirvanas of the world, you know what I'm saying? Just raw, like real shit. And so I think like the genre that I call this is ghostcore. Like I'm just making it up because I don't know what the fuck it is.
It matches the music. I think it's so cool.
I love post-punk, I love shoegaze, I love new metal, like I love rapping, like so many different things, and like I don't want to box it into one thing. It's kind of like a
he's alternative.
Yeah, combination of a bunch of shit. You know?
Exactly. I mean that's where music is right now, especially with rock. And like, you know, and I want to get into this too, especially with like the SoundCloud shit, because I think rock is almost in like that SoundCloud realm of like, rock right now is combining so many genres, and it's just like it's limitless, and I love it, bro. It's like, you know, I mean, there are people that are just kind of trying to just sound like this sound, but I feel like you and everyone in our scene is like, let me take this and then take this and then just throw it together and make something completely weird, you know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And that's what SoundCloud did, dude. And I saw you post something on Threads about that.
Yeah, no, the SoundCloud era was cool because you had artists like Lil Peep, right?
Yeah.
Unmixed, like shitty demos, like fucked up on drugs. He just put out a bunch of music. Like for some reason, like it connected with people, but it was kind of anti what was going on at the time, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
Like the music industry is like polished and perfect and ageism and all these different things that don't fucking matter. Like these kids were literally like dropping songs that like were distorted and like the vocals sucked.
Dude, I know, bro.
BandLab type beats, and I feel like that's kind of coming back now with the younger generation. Like
Netspend and those guys. Like, shout out Netspend.
Netspend is fire, bro.
Netspend's so fire.
Too Hollis though.
Too Hollis is crazy.
Like, Thanks So Much, bro. Like 17-year-old.
Thanks So Much is really good too. Yeah, dude.
Like, just making shit on BandLab and like it popping off because it's different.
I didn't even, because like, you know what's crazy enough is when I wanted to do like a quick like mix or something of like a song to bounce out to somebody, I'd use BandLab to do something really quick.
For sure.
And I didn't know that people were, I guess they call it BandLab music or something, or they're dropping music on BandLab.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I didn't even know that was a thing, but I'm like, that's sick.
It's dope,
That's so sick. It's just like, because when I first heard of Netspin, they were calling it jerk rap. Because it has like the rhythm of like, you're a jerk, I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, what the hell, bro? This is so weird.
That's how like, you like stumble on like new sounds and new vibes. You know? And like similarly to like the SoundCloud vibe, like my first couple songs, like I always worked with producers. Like I never trusted like that I could produce. I thought it was like,
but you do play guitar well.
Yeah, I'm not pro enough to do it, right? And like the first few songs I put out on my first album, like I produced entirely myself, and like they're shitty, they're not great. Like the best guitar riffs ever. And like
which songs were they?
Like Cursed, Faceless, Withdrawals, Expired, Deadbeat, like all my early
I've heard a couple of them,
just like all me.
Okay.
And I was kind of insecure that like it's not professional enough.
Oh, those are good. I've heard like two of those.
Like they
good.
paved the way for me having like where I'm at now, like working with producers that are like can elevate that sound, but like
to understand,
like trusting myself to like make something imperfect. And that's why I like rock music, is because it's like it's not about being perfect.
Exactly.
It's about like being real and being raw, and like you could be a shitty guitarist and like be sick at the same time. You know? It doesn't have to be right on the grid. You don't have to like quantize it right on beat.
Well, that's the thing that's been happening with rock too. It's like it's just so about like, oh, look how many, like, you know, look at this solo I can do. And it's like, I love solos, you know, I love 80s metal, and like 80s metal was like all about like the soloing and the craziness and like how good you were. But I feel like now it's like, it's just so just like show offy, and there's no like solid hooks.
Yeah, structure.
You know, there's no good structure. It's just like, how crazy can this breakdown be? How like, you know, like how, you know, crazy can this solo be? And it's like, okay, well, where's the cool hook?
Yeah.
You know, how can people relate to you? You know what I mean? Like, that's just like something I've seen with a lot of the metalcore and stuff like that that's been going on. I'm like
jam bandy type of vibe.
Yeah, dude.
Which is cool if that's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's just like, bro, come on. Like, you know, I think that people, you know, rock's been dead for so long.
Yeah.
Because you went from it being like a Nirvana, or even like the 2000s and stuff, where it was like people were making music that was poppy, and they wanted to be on the radio, and they wanted to like succeed to it being like, oh, I don't want to make songs that like everyone can sing with, and I don't want to like dress cool, I don't want to, you know what I mean?
Right. No,
that's just something that bothers me.
I think that's something that like is different about what I'm doing right now, is like I was a songwriter before this, like I've done so many genres, and like it's fun being a songwriter. Like I can wear so many hats, and like I like
you can wear so many hats.
No, so many masks, you know. But like I like having like being catchy and shit. Like the only thing that I think about when I make music is like, do I fuck with this?
Yeah.
And like I've made songs that are like super indulgent and like no structure that like I don't really fuck with, just because it's like it just sounds like it's trying so hard.
It's like I'm so
like the first couple songs I put out, bro, like I had one verse, one pre and one hook, and I did it like again. No new verse, no nothing. It was like so simple, the same lyrics.
Dude, Lil Peep used to do that though, interesting enough, but for some reason it worked with that kind of like emo rap
I just
stuff.
had nothing else to say though. Yeah. And I was like, if I say this twice, like it's kind of a hook in itself, you know?
You're like, girl broke my heart.
Yeah.
Girl broke my heart.
Like if that's all you have to say, then like let it be that. And like that's the thing about being a songwriter sometimes, is like a lot of songwriters like overthink shit.
Yeah.
And like I've done that too, like as a writer in rooms with like pop stars and all that stuff. It's like, and that works for pop music sometimes because it has to be smart and catchy and there's like a science to it.
Yeah.
But like the audience is not dumb, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to spell it out to people. Like,
I know,
it doesn't have to make sense. Like just like I said, when I was 12 and I heard some like Incubus or some shit, I had no clue what the fuck.
He's like singing about drive, and it's like, what was he talking about? Driving a car? Like no.
Yeah, but you feel it though.
Yeah.
Like it's like the vibration. Like it's beyond words, you know. Like, and melodies like drive that shit. Like lyrics are great when they're sick. Yeah. Like even if it doesn't make sense, like it hits you later, and you're like, holy shit.
Especially
like,
if it's like metaphorical, and you're like, yo, and then like if you really sit down, you're like, yo, wait a minute.
Like, I used to sing this as like a fucking toddler.
I know.
It was about killing myself, and you're like, holy shit, you know?
It's
crazy.
That's crazy. Well, we're going to do a quick sponsor break, even though we're not actually sponsored by Liquid Death. Shout out Liquid Death. We love your drink. Please sponsor us. We got WesGhost drinking your drink. WesGhost is he's killing it right now.
Bro, I'll drink it through the mask right now.
Yeah, he's gonna drink it through the mask. Look at this.
Well, let's do this.
This is for Liquid Death. Here we go.
Yes.
Liquid Death. Oh, cheers, mate. Cheers.
Buddy. Hell yeah.
But so you just dropped Paper Cuts, which I love that song. And you know what I really love about your music too? Is you have like a lot of synthesizers and stuff in your shit.
I mean, it's kind of new. Like,
dude, no, I totally agree.
Like one other song with like synths in it. It's called Switchblade.
I love that song.
Every other song though has been like 4 elements: drums, guitars, like a lot of guitars, vocals, and bass. And like I kind of love that because it's so simple.
Yeah.
And like I kind of hate synths sometimes.
Really?
I just want it to feel like I want to be able to play it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Band, you know what I'm saying?
With our band, I mean, I used to be in indie bands back in like early 2010s. So you know, it was like kind of like MGMT, Foster the People type shit. So I was all about synthesizers. I had like a 2 synthesizers set up, and I'd play that shit live.
No, that's hard. Bro.
I looked like Dracula over there with an organ.
Tom York, bro. Like he had, like, program beats, and he would just like actually program them in like a wall of like shit. Like that's cool, you know? And like coming out of like the pop songwriter world where it's like splice loops and like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have no band and like there's just a track. Like
it's
I'm
tough.
not a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like I get joy from actually playing it live. You know? So I try to keep all my music, even like with the synth on Paper Cuts. Like I'm gonna play that on tour, you know? Like
oh really?
Yeah, like have a keyboard and just actually play it.
Dude, you need to get a it's what is it? It's an Akai. You ever heard of Akai?
I love
the MPKs.
Yeah,
dude, those are my favorite, bro.
So good.
They're so good. They're just so simple, and you have the pads too.
No, it's great.
I know you use a lot of with your drum stuff.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I love it, bro. I remember watching Foster the People because I love that era of like indie shit. And he was playing that the beginning of Pumped Up Kicks, that weird like dun, 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 and he was just on the pads and he's like grooving.
That's so dope,
like, yo, that's sick, dude. And I was so obsessed with Foster the People and
like MGMT, bro, M83, like
oh, dude,
he's like crazy band.
We Own the Sky. Oh
who's
man,
the band that's like Electric Feel? Like who's that? No,
that was MGMT.
No, who's the other one though?
AWOL Nation.
Walking on a Dream.
Oh, that was Empire of the Sun.
That was sick, dude. Like, what a cool era, and like it was so different and like weird, you know?
It's so weird. I look back now, I'm like, you know, that was a huge scene for me because it went from the whole emo MySpace stuff to that indie wave, and then it went like the dark ages until SoundCloud came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that, like hella dark ages.
Yeah, for reals. All right, so as far as the album goes, how many songs? Like, what's the vibe?
So
like,
yeah, it's gonna be split up in 2 parts. Part 1 drops April 25th, 7 songs, and then I'll drop the second part later this year, like probably the end of the year. And I call it a mixtape because like 2 reasons. Like, I'm not ready to like drop my album. Like, you know, I don't want to claim that I'm gonna drop like an album because I'm still like exploring. Like, I want my first album to be like something where I'm like, I go into like a mode and like with intention. Like, a lot of this is like me discovering this project in real time. You know, I only have 1 mixtape.
How long have you been WesGhost?
I started this March 2023.
Holy fuck,
like dude. 2 years in a couple weeks.
That's
it'll be 2 years.
So crazy.
Yeah, and like the first 7-8 months, like, were like in the trenches. Like, I had like 200 followers. Like, I was dropping music, NFTs. Like, I don't even consider that like being around, you know.
NFT.
Like Curse, which is my first song that kind of popped off, was September 2023. So like that was the first time I had any sort of traction.
How did it pop off? Like, what was your kind of methods? Because I know you do that. You're really good at like using movies.
Yeah, dude.
Is that what did it?
Yeah, dude. I
That's
just
crazy.
posted every day for like 3 months, and like it sounds so like everyone always says that, just like be consistent.
Yeah.
But like I liked like posting movie clips because like I love movies first of all, and like it was kind of like it draws in a crowd of people that like that type of movie. Yeah. And like if the song's good, like they peep the song, and that's awesome. So I don't know. I was kind of like thinking about it like I don't really know how to like make content yet, but
it's so tedious sometimes.
It's so tedious.
So
and like,
tedious.
You know, I don't want to necessarily be like, hey guys, I'm in the car playing like my crush, my song, you know? So I just like found something.
I'm showing my crush my song.
I was like, I found something that was authentic to me. Like,
yeah, I love that.
Like I would post like random movies like Donnie Darko and like, like
dude.
Eternal Sunshine of the
totally
Spotless
fits your
Mind,
vibe. That totally fits
like
your vibe.
Breaking Bad clips or like Train Spotting, like shit that like nobody knows about that's like looks really cool, and like I've just paired it to a piece of the song and it worked, you know.
Dude, you need to do Inception. I feel like Inception fits
Inception
your vibe.
would be hard, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah, Donnie Darko. Yeah, because I know. Do you know who No Kurt is? Like NXCRE.
I don't know.
He's really fire. You should check him out. He does like a lot of those. They're almost like memes. Yeah. But it's on YouTube. Him and Holy Water be doing a lot of that, where it's like the user-generated content.
Dope.
UGC, yeah.
Fire.
And it's so funny how, because for me, I'm always trying to figure out how to engage people with stuff like that, because it's like, are they watching it for the, you know, just because, oh, I recognize this, or something? But you're like, what's the word? Just like the people that actually engaged with the song is just crazy. Yeah, you know,
that was what surprised me. Is because like if you're too gimmicky with it, like nobody really cares. It's like we learned that from TikTok, right? Yeah. You can go hella viral on TikTok, but like, and people might know that song, might stream a bunch, but like nobody actually becomes a fan of the artist. Yeah. And like
it's like, where's that 15-second part of the song? Yeah. Oh, all right, I'm good.
And like a lot of people are like, the rest of the song sucks, but like what I learned about it was like, I don't know why it actually made fans for me. And like I think also like blowing up on Instagram first, like kind of like created a core.
Was it
audience.
Off Reels?
Yeah, it was off Reels. Damn. You know, and like they're not like, it wasn't making the streams blow up, but like it was actually like building a fan base for me. Yeah. And like people that like, you know, got into my music and like stayed. It wasn't so quick. Like on TikTok, you're just like next, whatever, you know. And then also learn that like, that's why I don't overthink my shit when I'm writing music, because like if one part of it pops off, just make the rest of it dope. Yeah. But like don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Like and like also don't like make the rest of the song like whatever. You know, just like do your shit, and like one piece of it pops off, they're gonna listen to the song, you know? Yeah. Like the most criticism I got when I started dropping my music was like it was too short. I'm like, that's insane. Fans are like, I wish this was like, why are all your songs 2 minutes and 30 seconds? I'm like, I thought that was like the
that's a normal length. Yeah.
That's
That's
like
normal.
they wanted it to be longer because they actually like, you know, it's just
That's amazing because I'd be hearing people being like, oh, you know, it's too long of an intro, or oh, the vocals need to come in right away, or stupid stuff like that, or oh, the song needs to be, you know, it can't be longer than 3 minutes or else it's not commercial.
Like that's the old mentality, bro. Like that's radio mentality.
I don't even think it's old, because older songs, like you listen to like Foo Fighters or stuff, like,
I know,
bro, like those songs are long, and people, you know, I always hear that now. It's like, oh, like, well, this is the now. It's like, then why are people engaging with like Deftones and nostalgia so much?
I will say though, like YouTube, for example, like when you drop a video, like I love making music videos. I used to make like these
fire music
intros on my videos. They're like long, right? And like if you're trying to ask somebody to watch a music video, like their attention span is not that long. That's why short form content like works, because it's like feeding the short attention span. Yeah. But like that's something that can be proven, where it's like if you have like a 5-minute YouTube, like you will have some people watch the whole thing, but for the most part, the real ones. But like if they don't know you and they're just looking at it, they're gonna skip. You know what I'm saying? They're like I ain't watching this shit.
This guy wearing a ski mask, bro.
So it's that fine line between like catering to fans and trying to like play the game in a way to like bring in new people. And yeah, I mean, like I think like the length of a song doesn't fucking matter. Just make it dope, you know? Yeah.
Would you say a lot of your fans are like kind of like SoundCloud people?
I don't even know. I think they're like, I think they just, I don't know, they listen on everything. Like that's why I focus on music videos, because I realize like a lot of my fans listen to music on YouTube. So I was like, if they're going to YouTube to listen to the audio, I want to make sure that when the song drops, I have a video. Because like instead of them just listening to the audio,
I love that.
They're gonna like watch the video.
I want music videos to make a big comeback, because like that was the thing I loved about SoundCloud. Yes. The music video was everything, bro. It was like Lyrical Lemonade, and World Star, and you know, even No Jumper was posting them. Yeah. And dude, it was just like, I remember seeing, like we listened to earlier, Love Scars by Trippie Redd. I remember seeing him in front of like these trailers. And then there's just like these neon lights, and he's just sitting there singing his heart out. I'm like, who is this guy, bro? This is sick. And then Lil Peep had like those VHS videos, and
not even like professionally done, bro.
Not at all.
Like a vibe. You
know? It's just such a vibe, and I was like, dude, these guys are just making bangers. Like they don't give a shit. I love it.
Nowadays, like people would rather, like labels would rather spend money on like,
bro, labels don't know what the fuck they're doing,
short
bro.
form content than a video.
I know.
I forced my team to like let me make, like that's a big part of my art, is like I love acting, bro. Like I dropped out of fucking full ride at NYU.
Really?
Like I was studying like acting, right? Yeah. And like that's a huge part of like my artistry, is like I love like creating stories and visual components.
Yeah,
and, like,
very cinematic.
You know, that's why I love the film clips that I posted. Yeah. So like I forced my team to kind of like keep that alive with me, and like I could prove that it worked, because I said like that was my only thing. I said a lot of my fans listen to my songs on YouTube. Yeah. Only give them a dope video.
For real. You know? Do you do a lot of YouTube shorts?
Yeah.
By chance?
Yeah.
Do those work for you?
Some of them work, you know, like I kind of slack on it now, but like they actually, like I've had a couple viral ones randomly out of nowhere. Same thing, just posted every day, and didn't really think about it too much, you know. I think when you start overthinking like how to make something go viral, like
then you're like, why isn't this? Why are the numbers low? Why are the numbers low? Yeah, you're just like watching it intently, like. Yeah. I think the coolest thing, I really hope YouTube Reels blows up, or YouTube Shorts blows up, because I love the feature that you can literally just on the video link your music video right there. I'm like, bro, please, like. Because TikTok, it's like you got to jump through loops and loops and loops, and it's like, you sure you want to leave the video? It's like
it's doom scrolling, bro.
Yeah, it's like no, don't leave, just keep scrolling. It's like, no, man, I want to go listen to this new artist I found. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's crazy. Okay, so this is a newer segment that we are gonna do, and we're gonna go live on your Instagram and take some questions from fans. What do you call your fans? Do you have like a name for your fans?
WesGhost Collective.
WesGhost Collective? Yeah. Nice. Taking questions for the man, the one and only.
What's up, everybody? I'm doing a little interview with Xposure World. Just wanted to go live. If you got a question, just type it in the chat.
When's IDC releasing?
Oh my God, that's like, yeah. So the song "I Don't Care," I'm not sure yet. Maybe part 2 of the album. Let's see.
What about a new ghost hat idea?
Oh shit. Maybe maybe a lyric from the new tape. "Am I Dreaming?" would be hard. Let's do it.
Favorite Pokemon?
Oh my God, Ghastly.
I was gonna say, you better have a ghost type. You better have a ghost type.
Deep question, will the mask ever come off?
No, I was actually just talking about that in the interview. Like, I don't plan on revealing my face. Like, even if people figure out who I am, like, I just want to wear it out of principle of what it means to, like, be anonymous or, like, you know, not focus on what you look like or who the fuck you are, you know?
He handsome though.
I am, you know? I'm saving the world by keeping this thing on, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Steal Your Girl.
What are some artists you're listening to?
Well, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah, no. So we were talking about Holy Water. I love Holy
Shout
Water.
out Holy Water.
Got to shout out my girl, Miley Taylor. She's like really dope new metal artist. Sachi.
Hell yeah.
I really like Cami Keho, one of my
out Cami.
homegirls. Freak, super fire.
Freak.
Played Xposure World with them. Euro Trip, my boys bands, bringing back
They
Y2K
trash,
core.
bro, they trash.
South
Hold on.
Arcade, so fire.
South
like,
Arcade,
all of
fire.
my favorite new artists are like new. You know what I'm saying?
They're homies,
But,
yeah.
like my favorite like established artist is Dominic Fike. I don't know what it is about this dude. Like
Oh, yeah.
favorite artist, hands down.
Chad Tepper in the chat. What up, Chad?
Chad,
Chad.
baby, what's good, doggy?
Hey, I was just talking with him earlier. We're gonna have him on an interview soon.
Fuck yeah.
We love you, Chad.
Wes, would you ever drop an album full of acoustic versions of already released songs?
Ooh,
Hell yeah. No, I
hell
love
yeah.
that. When I go live a lot, like I'll just play guitar and sing and I like that, like the raw versions of stuff. I just love, I don't know, it's like when you can play something stripped, you realize that like it's just about the fucking song, right?
Yeah.
It's not about like the production. Like it could be a fucking country song, you know?
Yeah.
Like you could.
When's the WesGhost country album?
Oh
coming
my
out?
God, yo, I might like, yo, fuck rap, fuck rock, fuck all the other genres. I'm just gonna like drop a fucking country.
Just put a cowboy hat over
Let's
your mouth.
go, baby.
That'd be kinda
Can you
hard,
imagine?
bro.
I knew, deep down I knew, we fall apart.
What's your favorite song you've made?
My favorite song I've made. Oh, this is a great time to play the one I told you guys I just made.
Yeah. What do we got?
I just made my favorite song ever like 2 days ago.
And y'all are about to hear it for the first time.
Exclusive right now.
How do I forget you now? You say goodbye like it's the loveliest sound.
All right, that's all you guys get for now. That's all you guys get right now. Brand new.
That was tough.
But yeah, no, like, and just like quickly on that, like, I don't know, like, I make so much music, and like, we were talking about this before, like, why do some songs like just like stick out? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I so hype on that? And I think for me, like, I'm so intentional with the songs that I write. Like, everything is real, everything's about what I'm going through, and like, I heard this hook over, like, a homie of mine sent me the track, and like I just heard some shit. I didn't think about it at all. I didn't even know like the lyrics, like they didn't make sense to me when I first wrote them, and it shocked me because I'm like, I like everything to be like from my brain, you know. And sometimes like it reminded me that like sometimes I'm just a vessel for something, and like I was having these moments as I was making it, like it was making sense in different ways. I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. Like it was like I didn't even write it, is what it felt like. Like it just
Damn.
came from somewhere else, you know, and like
That's
it
the best-
excited
that's the
me
best
again.
feeling.
I was like, hell yeah, man!
That's the best
Music
feeling.
is alive, baby.
What's the inspiration for the mask?
Yeah, we talked about this early on too. The inspiration from the mask. So I've been like making music for a while, and it's not like I didn't do it to like, I don't know. I didn't really even think about why I did it. I just wanted to kind of like prove that it doesn't matter like what you look like or who you are. I wanted people to like just listen to the music first, and like funny enough is like it makes me stick out wearing a mask, you know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
but it's also kind of cool, like it kind of brings people in, and like you can tell, like like if you're corny, you're gonna be corny with or without a mask, right? but like if you have a mask, like people are like, what the fuck is this? And then they listen to it without like judging it, or like, you know, like it's like when Eminem came out, right? Like a white rapper, you know what I'm saying? Or like you hear Teddy Swims, like a soulful singer. Like you close your eyes and you're like, and then you open them and see him and you're like, there's no way. The white dude with tats on his face, that's crazy, you know? But like it's kind of cool. It's like kind of like pushing people to like get past your perceptions or stereotypes about people, you know? I got bullied a lot and like I felt like a ghost, and I put the mask on to kind of like embody that. Like I'm gonna force people, like you can't judge me. You can only judge like what comes out of my fucking mouth. You can't judge me by how I look, you know? And I'm a good looking dude too, you know?
You be scary, bro. I don't know who's gonna mess with you. All spiked out, bro.
For real.
You kick somebody with those things, bro. It's game over.
I got one artist that like absolutely hates me. I'm not even gonna say his name. I'm not even gonna breathe life into it. I fuck with his music, but like he knows nothing about me, and he just hates on me and shits on me, and I don't know what it is. I'm like, if we could just hang out and talk, like if you still hate me, something's wrong with you, you know? But like that's kind of like one of those things where it's like there's just shitty people that are like bullies, and like you know, like it takes a lot for me to like not like somebody, and usually it's like a character thing. Like if you're the nicest guy, if you're not nice, then I don't fuck with you. Yeah, for real. But like, why be mean to somebody that's like trying to be nice? Expressing art too. Yeah, like you know who you are, bro. Oh. I really want to know who that is. My social battery is maxed out. We got three more. I
think two more.
Okay, cool.
Two more questions.
Who do you want to collab with that you haven't yet?
Oh, this is great. Shit, I really want to do a song with Holy Water. Oof. And then Violent Vera, she's fucking sick. Amira El Felki. Oh, yes. Make that happen. South Arcade, like all the people that I listen to, like I'm just a fan of their music, you know. Dude, yes. There's one guy who's like so underrated. Harry Was Here. Dude, he's so fire. Good, he's bro. So good. Yo, shout out Harry Was Here, bro. Dude. I think, God, who was it that put? I think Holy Water showed me him. And like Dutch Melrose, like they all know each other. Yeah, they're all like homie. I think, but like so underrated, bro. Yeah, I think dude, you know who turns me on to a lot of these artists is Holy Water. Actually, that's sick, dude. He showed me Amira back in the day. He showed me Juggler. Is another cool band. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So that's crazy. Nathan James showed me you. Oh, that's I can love it. Yeah, bro. He was like, shout out Nathan, baby. Let's go. Nathan James, bro. He was like, yeah, I'm going to Troubadour to see WesGhost. Yeah. I had heard your name, but I was like, oh, and he was like, you gotta check him out. You gotta book him for Xposure World. And then Noah Cunane, shout out Noah Cunane. He also was saying the same thing. He was like, yo, dude, you gotta. We need more of that though. Like that's why I love you. Like what you guys are doing is like we talked about this in the beginning too. It's like community and culture. I know. Like rock music needs a community. Like that's why beefing is stupid, bitch. But like lift each other up. Like there's room for us all. Like we need to like put each other on and like be stoked about it. Like I had a conversation with one artist, this other anonymous artist named Resentful, and he does kind of like Suicide Boy shit. Yeah. And like I was talking to him on the phone, and I was talking about like how like because he raps, right? And like a lot of people don't know I can rap. And I was like, yo, like it's my dream to be on Grade A with Suicide Boys. Oh, yeah. And he was like, what if when they retire, like we make our own festival? And I love that. He was like the new generation of people like coming together and curating something new. Like we're always aspiring to like join what's already established. That's why I like you guys, where it's like there's a Vans Warped Tour, but now there's Xposure World. You're you put me on the music, you put artists on, you give them a platform, you like throw dope parties, bro. Like it's tight. Shout out Hyperpunk too, man. Yeah, we need that. Like, new wave. Yeah, dude. No, that's crazy. We got one more question.
One more. Where does the name WesGhost come from?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of stupid.
So I moved to the West Coast. Yeah, no, with West Coast.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm from the Midwest, but when I moved out here to LA, I felt like, you know, a lot of people come out to like a place like this, like chase their dreams, and you end up coming out here and realizing that like you're a small ass fish in the ocean. And I just felt like a ghost, you know? So it was like a little play on both of that, like, and I also like the way it sounds.
That's actually like, that's like, it's like simple, but that's like deep. That's
super deep. Real.
No, yeah, I remember, when did you move to LA?
Bro, probably like fucking 2011 or some shit.
Oh, fuck,
like I
yeah.
dropped out of college and then I moved out here and I've been out here since then.
Damn, so you were here during that SoundCloud.
Oh,
and
yeah, hell yeah.
The YouTuber, like vlogger.
Yeah, bro, I was like couch surfing and like broke as shit. Like just
I feel that.
like no idea what I was gonna do with my life. Like in LA, which is crazy. I don't even know how like I haven't had a job since I was 17 because I was
Dude,
like, how did I
that's crazy.
survive, bro?
Dude, I just made a post the other day because it was like my 5-year anniversary moving to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I straight up moved to LA, dude. I had only met some people the summer previously, and I was like, I didn't have any real friends, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like thinking about it. I'm like, dude. Not only was like I was living in my car, producing in my car, and then just going to parties that I'd hear about and just whatever. I was like eating at the 99-cent store,
yeah, bro.
and Jack in the Box, the $1 tacos and shit.
Sometimes I wouldn't even. I'll be like food or weed, you know. And I always would pick weed. And I'd be so hungry, and I'd be like, "Fuck." And I'd get like a fucking Crunchwrap Supreme, and then I'd be broke, you know.
Yeah, Crunchwrap Supreme. That's like if you want like wine in a diner.
It takes you a minute though to find your people in a city like this.
Dude, for sure.
I mean, in general, like in life, you don't have to be an artist, but like it takes you a minute to find your fucking tribe, you know. Like high school is like sucks because it's like you're forced to like be around people that like you didn't choose, right? And when you get older, like you get a chance to choose it, and like a lot of the times we like try to fit in circles that like we shouldn't even be trying to, just to like have these fake interactions with people. And like it's cool when you finally find the people that have the same mentality.
Yeah,
as you.
dude.
You know, like your chosen family, you know?
Yep.
And like that's like we need that, like even outside of artistry, like we need that as people. Like we need people that we can actually be real with and talk about real shit that lift us up, that aren't like concerned with gossip or stupid shit,
Yeah.
you know? And we need that.
Everybody,
Hey, thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. West Coast Collective forever. I'll see you soon. We're gonna post this episode, interview, whatever.
pretty soon.
Run it up. If you want to hear the full version of that song I played, you gotta watch this shit. We out, bitch.
W's in the chat. I know you've been, so with the Ghost Core stuff,
Yeah.
you have kind of some artists
Yeah.
under you, right?
Yeah.
Like Lisp. Who else is kind of part of that?
Right now, like I don't even like consider like myself like having artists, but I'm like trying to create like a little
Community.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
a little movement, like kind of like Goth Boy Clique, right? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Pete didn't like sign all these guys, you know?
No,
but,
I
like,
think it was originally, no, he came on later on, but
yeah, it was like
like-
Smoke or like was it?
no, it was
Brendan
Cold
Savage?
Heart.
Yeah.
Not Brendan. I don't think Brendan was ever on. It was Cold Heart, Lil Tracy,
Yeah.
Wicca Phase,
Yes,
like all
bro.
those guys.
But like that's so tight. Like I love that. Like a
Yeah.
community. Like I just want to like I think later in my career, like I really want to like help other artists, like just like evolve.
Evolve, yeah.
You know, without any sort of strings attached. Like obviously, like I love making money, but I'm not trying to capitalize on my friends. You know.
Yeah,
And I also
no,
don't
that's
want
cool.
that pressure because I'm like.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody to feel like, you know, like I'm like waiting for me to do something. I want to encourage like people like Cole, for example.
Yep.
Dope ass,
Shout out Lisp.
20 years old. So
Yeah.
talented, you know?
So talented.
And like just like encouraging him or like motivating him or like writing with him
His
without
first single was really fire.
yeah, without like any
So
sort
fire.
of like thing back. You know, he's grown so much.
Yeah.
And like I think he's the future of like people like that are like the future of music, like where it's like a young person that can actually like do something different without getting fucking burnt out hella quick. Or,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
making the wrong decisions. Like me, like I was 20 years old and I was making like Bruno Mars type music. Like that sucks. Like that was never my calling, you know?
Yeah, what was like, since you've been out here for a second, like what was kind of your earlier music and like where were you trying to fit in?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know. I just like writing songs, but I kind of got like two in my head about like the industry. The industry was so different then.
Yeah.
And I was signed to a label. I was signed to Warner Brothers for like 5 years.
Really?
And it was pre-TikTok, pre-Vine,
Well,
you know?
it's when record labels actually had to do shit.
Yeah, they actually had to do shit, but they also like just threw money at shit. So like they were all
Yeah.
concerned on like making superstars.
Yep.
And like less concerned about like making like
Quick
generational
viral.
artists.
Yeah.
You know, and like they still have that problem. Like they'll sign anything that blows up on TikTok.
Anything.
And like a lot of the times, like these TikTok artists don't have longevity just because like they're never gonna have another song bigger than the one that they got signed for, and the label doesn't care. They just want to make the money off of that one song. They don't care about the development.
Not at all.
And like, so I was kind of lost, man. Like, and that's why I became a songwriter, because I realized like songs that I wanted to come out for myself, like they were poppy and catchy, but they did nothing for me. Like I make music because I fucking have to.
Yeah.
Because it's therapy. Because it
100%.
hurts. Not to like be famous or make money. I make music because like it keeps me alive.
Yeah,
you
you love it.
And like, how do you play that game of like doing what you want to do, and like also trying to be successful and make it? You know? So yeah, I was lost, man. I was like doing Bruno Mars. I did EDM. I love rap, but like I'm not like a natural born rapper.
I was gonna say, were you part of that SoundCloud? Like,
oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, you were in that shit. Were you weren't WesGhost then?
No.
You don't have to say what you were before.
No, I wasn't at all. But like, I've had like 2 other projects, like, and like they're both successful, you know.
Really?
But like,
cool.
not like this, because like this is really me, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was like, that's why like it's important for me to like keep my eyes to the ground on like new artists, because I just want to help kids like just lean into what makes them great, and like, you know, not fuck around and waste time. Like, you could like, I'm a perfect example of like, it doesn't matter when it happens. It might not be then.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason. There's a time and place. You can't give up though. You got to just keep going. And like, I was about to quit being an artist when this popped off, and like I just didn't care anymore. And like it was just so like scrappy that like it was never supposed to blow up, you know. And like that's the cool thing, you know, like labels can't make that. Labels can't make that though. They you know what I'm saying? You can't like, they're just trying to chase that, but like they can't make that. Like it's a kid in his bedroom like dropping shit on SoundCloud. And they're like a fucking superstar, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing like right now, especially because I'm like, you know, we always talk about like these really great artists from the past, and it's like, bro, like they like literally went through the ringer, the absolute ringer to get to where they are. And same with those SoundCloud guys. And I feel like right now that's happening again. That's why we're doing these, like, bro, we have like, what do we have, like 5 interviews planned this month?
That's great.
Because like I'm just like, bro, let's just, even though it's so time consuming, we're not making money off this. Like this is, it's just like, bro, I believe in these people. I believe in what's going on. I love what's going on.
It's a movement, bro.
It's a movement, bro.
It really is. Like,
it really
right now.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
It's like a whole new era of like genius and legends. Like,
I know people are gonna be like, you know, 20,
like who the
20
fuck
years
knew
from now.
like Triple X and Juice and Peep were like legends, right?
Dude,
and
I know.
It's sad that they died kind of early.
So early.
And like that's also something that's important, like glorifying being fucked up. Like it's not like they were like swaying kids to get fucked up. Like
they were singing about what they were going through.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it was so relatable. It's because like that's how people feel. You know, and like our job is to like stay alive and not let that happen. It's not cool to fucking kill yourself.
And, you know, people like with like Lil Peep and you know Juice and X,
Mac Miller, bro.
Mac Miller, like, you know, they helped so many people, bro, and they were just such a generational, like they were just singing from the heart. So I remember when I heard Slipknot by X, like the lyrical content for that, and then like, dude, like Lil Peep's Come Over When You're Sober Part 1, and then like Hellboy album. I just remember listening to like the lyrics off that and being like, yo, like I was like 20 something. I'm like, dude, like this is.
I think about it like the Frank Sinatra, like an old ass artist, like in the 40s. Like, people were like, alcohol was like just got out of prohibition and people were drunk all the time, and like that's why like Frank Sinatra hit. So, like Peep hits because like everyone was like fucking, the drug epidemic was going crazy. Like they could relate to somebody finally, you know?
Literally,
like they were on Xans too and like fucked up. It's a sad example of like a hero that like actually helped people at his own demise.
Dude,
that's, you know what I'm saying?
I know, it's haunting.
It's haunting.
It is very like the longer it goes by for some reason, the more I'm like, man, that's just so haunting.
I know.
Especially seeing that video, like when it did happen, and
I got into him after he died, bro.
Really?
Like
Damn.
I wasn't even on him early, so like I like some people are like, you remind me of Peep, and like I'm not trying to copy Peep at all. Like, but I relate to those artists because like I come from the same place. Like it's painful for me too. Like I'm doing everything I can to not burn out quick and like stop this journey short. Like I really want to try to push through.
Yeah.
And just like talk about the pain, but not like let it ruin me.
Yeah.
And like that's what I learned from those types of artists. Like influence a generation. You know.
Want to hear something tragic?
Yeah.
So 2017, I had tickets for Lil Peep.
Damn.
And I was like, I'm gonna go. And Jared, the other singer in Eurotrip,
Yeah.
we went to college together. So he was gonna go with me, but he couldn't get work off. So I couldn't go with anyone because nobody gave a fuck. No one knew who Lil Peep was. So I was just like, oh man, like, you know, I just gave my ticket away. He died a month later, bro. And I was at the Suicide Boys concert the day he died, and they did like a whole tribute and played Beamer Boy and stuff.
Shit.
But I just couldn't believe it. I remember waking up and was like, what? I thought it was like, you know, some like joke or like sick joke.
I
And
wish I could have, like, you know.
yeah,
I wasn't early to it, bro.
dude, my cousin, shout out my cousin, bro. He put me on to Puya.
Yeah,
And then Puya, I found Suicide Boys, and then I found Lil Peep, Lil Tracy, and then it just like opened up a whole world. And you know, right now, like that's like happening for so many people too. Like when I go and talk to people in my hometown, dude, they mention you.
That's crazy.
They're like, yo, like I love Amira, I love WesGhost and Jutes. And I was talking to one girl, and she was like, yeah, like, how did she say to me? She said, oh, I listen to like underground like music or something like that, like rock music. And I was like what? She's like, oh, I don't know if you know them. It's like WesGhost, Amira.
That's fucking
and I was
dope.
like, girl, like you wouldn't believe.
New wave though, you know what I'm
it's so
saying?
cool to hear people like listing all those people together. You know what I mean? And I really think that this is like a time, a moment in time, and you're doing so much
Thank you, brother.
for the scene.
Thank you.
And you're one of the easiest people to work with, like literally. And when you played that show with us, that was incredible.
Legendary.
It was a legendary show,
I appreciate
bro.
you guys.
But we really appreciate you, man. We're excited for the album drops.
Yep, April 25th.
April 25th.
Am I dreaming, baby?
And you know, I mean, possibly a tour soon.
Oh, fuck yeah. More shows together, too. Let's do it.
Dude, let's do it, man.
right.
Everybody, WesGhost. Thank you, man.
Just a fever dream, can we go back just